Saba's stories. Sweet stories. Mullah Nasreddin's stories. Part 1. Do you understand donkey language? Mullah Nasreddin had a neighbor who was big and rude. He did not respect others. If he borrowed something from someone, he did not take care of it and said, "Come and take it back yourself." All the neighbors were saddened by him. No one wanted to talk to him. One day he came to the door of Mullah Nasreddin's house and knocked. He was knocking as hard as if there was an earthquake. Mullah Nasreddin got very angry. He went behind the door and asked,
"Who are you?"
The rude neighbor said.
"Open the door, Mullah."
Mullah said,
"If you tell me who you are, I will open the door."
The rude neighbor said,
"If you don't open the door, I will break the door."
Mullah said to himself,
"Such a rude neighbor cannot be trusted. He might break the door."
Mullah opened the door. Dab's neighbor looked at him and did not say hello and said,
"Give me the donkey."
Mullah had not opened his mouth yet, when the rude neighbor said,
"Give him his reins, give him his paws."
Mullah Nasreddin, who was saddened by this ugly behavior of his neighbor, said,
When you ask for something on loan, don't order. Ask for it like a decent person."
The man next door laughed and said,
"Mullah, what are you saying? Unless I asked you for a camel, you say that I asked you for a donkey, but if I wanted a camel, I would have done the same thing."
Mullah, who did not want to give his donkey to such a rude person, asked him to lie. That's why he told him,
"The donkey is not in the manger and has gone somewhere."
At that moment, the donkey brayed and the neighbor realized that Mullah was lying to him. The neighbor shouted at Mullah and said,
"Mullah, lying is a bad thing. Your ass is in the manger. Why don't you give me your ass?"
Mullah Nasreddin, who wanted to blame his donkey, said,
"It is not my fault. The donkey himself told me to lie."
The man next door, who was somewhat confused, said,
"What is this? Don't you feel ashamed, are you? Lying at this age? You have lied several times since a few moments ago."
Mullah continued,
"If I am lying, ask the donkey himself. He will tell you the truth."
The neighbor said,
"Do you think it is wise to ask the donkey?"
Mullah humiliated the neighbor with this lie he told. This action of Mullah was better than kicking out the neighbor, and it was the right thing to do. Mullah said,
"My donkey is wise. I will not be unfair to him. I will not give it to someone who does not understand his language." "Do you really know my donkey's language?" "Do you understand?"
The rude neighbor thought a little to himself. Mullah said to him,
"Good and dear neighbor, they have said since the old days, pay attention to your neighbor before buying a house. We should always pay attention to this old saying."
The rude neighbor thought and walked away.